Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Isaiah. Welcome to the channel. Today I've got this wicked cool 2022 Honda Navi. I'm excited to have gotten my hands on one of these. I think they're a cool little bike that Honda's putting on the market, and it's got a lot of unique features about it, so we'll go over those in a second. First of all, I'll state the obvious: this color. You're either going to love this color or you're going to hate this color. I think it's super cool. It's unique. You don't see much with that color. It's kind of like a greenish yellow. But of course, if you wanted a Honda Navi, you could get it in red or whatever other color they are making them in. Big things to note on this: it's a 110cc single-cylinder motor. It's an automatic, so that's a big key over, the Z125 or a Honda Grom. This is going to be an automatic, so it's more like mini bike or moped style. Turn the throttle and go. No shifting, no clutch, nothing to worry about. Other big things, it is carbureted, which surprised me. Not many manufacturers are putting carburetors on bikes anymore in 2022. But I would guess the reason for that is Honda was trying to keep the price down on these bikes. And they did just that. You can get one of these bikes brand new or lightly used very cheap for a new or used bike. My best guess is that's why they went with carburation. If you guys know of any other reason they might have leaned towards carburation, and may have something to do with their dirt bike line or something like that, you guys can let me know in the comments. It also has kind of a budget dash setup. You've got a gas gauge, you've got your speedometer, old mechanical style odometer. Very straightforward, very basic, but it's really all you need to get by. Moving around the bike, you're going to see in the back corner here, you've actually got a kickstart lever. So if your electric start fails you, you should be able to kick this thing right over. Right here is a center stand. Now, the center stand comes in handy a lot because this bike, being an automatic, will not run on its side stand. It's got a safety switch on that side stand. And so if you want to, warm the bike up or let it idle, you have to put it on that center stand, or you have to actually be seated on it, holding it up. So that center stand definitely comes in handy. You've got a fuel shutoff right here, given the fact that it is carbureted, and the brakes are kind of goofy on this. It took me a minute to figure it out. So the pedal on your right side, which is generally just your rear brake on a motorcycle, actually does a combined mix of both the front and the rear brake. So according to what I read, it lightly applies the front brake and, regularly applies the rear brake. This lever, which is generally just a front brake on a motorcycle, does just that. It just applies the front brake. Now, this lever is what kind of threw me off. This only applies the rear brake. Now, I don't know what the point in that lever is. I'm sure somebody in the comments can educate all of us and tell us what the point of this lever is. I'm guessing some sort of parking brake. I don't know if this swings in there. I haven't looked into it too much, but it's kind of interesting. But really, for the most part, you just need your foot brake and your rear brake and your front brake like a regular bike. Other things to note: if you put your key in here, this is actually an entire storage compartment, which is pretty sweet. So your motor is all towards the back end of the bike, so you can put your gloves, jacket, whatever you need to down in there, which is pretty cool. Let me sit on it and fire it up for you guys. Front brake needs to be in and the kickstand needs to be up in order to start it. And it purrs just like that. Now, if the bike were cold, I would have had to put the choke on and then take it off as it warms up. That's very straightforward. I was just ripping this thing around, so it was nice and warm and it fired right up for us. Otherwise, you got basic motorcycle controls. You got your kill switch over here, as well as your start button, high beam, turn signals, and your horn. I'll see if you can hear that motor a little bit. And as soon as I put this side stand down, it's gonna shut off. Definitely a cool little bike. If you're looking to do city riding, it would be awesome. I will be honest, you can hear all that traffic buzzing by me in the background. The flow of traffic on my road is generally 55, 60. And I do not feel super confident going 55, or riding this road rather, given the fact that this bike really tops out at 50 to 52 miles an hour. I definitely would not recommend ever trying to get on the highway with this thing if you can avoid it. But, you know, for city riding, it would be absolutely fantastic. And for some riding like the area I live, it wouldn't be too bad. You just got to be careful. I think that's about all on this bike. If you guys have any questions for me, please drop a comment and I'll get back to you. If you know any of the answers to some of the questions I had in the video, please drop a comment and let us know. And if you found this helpful, check out my page. I've got more motorcycle stuff coming out all the time. Thanks, guys.